Welcome to BasketballHeadzz Live. I'm your host, Glenn Pooh Harding, and tonight we have a very special guest. This woman, that's right, the ladies are killing it this week, man. Appreciate the ladies, especially the women of basketball in New York City. But like I said, this woman is a Julia Richmond and Hunter College great. She's also a New York City legend. It's my pleasure to introduce Brenda Caldwell. Let's do it. Oh yeah. And this is sponsored by Styles by Nita and Unique Creations.
Y'all ready? Yeah. You have just stepped out into the world of chaos. Where everybody goes hard. Come on. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. East Coast. Go hard. West Coast. Go hard. Midwest. Go hard. Dirty. Hurry up, everybody. Get online, buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
I was cooking up over here. Oh yeah. This is nice. Wow. Look at that. I'm trying to do you again. I'm trying to come on with you. Come on.
There I am.
There you go. All right. Welcome to BasketballHeadzz Live.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored.
Oh man, listen, this is gonna be good. So, the first question, just like jump out the gate with this. Who introduced you to the game?
I grew up in Stephen Foster Projects, which is now called Martin Luther King Towers. And I was outside, shooting around, and a gentleman named Charles Williams taught me how to shoot and shoot free throws and shoot layups properly.
Wow.
He's the first guy that started me, showed me how to shoot a little bit.
Okay. Was he your first coach?
No, my first coach was Luigi Lloyd.
Okay, that's right. The person that's in the picture with you.
Yes.
Yes,
he was my first coach.
Okay.
And then he introduced, I played with him. I was in junior high school, and we were called the Bold Ones. That was Harlem. And then from there, he introduced me to James Bubba Smith. Both of them have passed now, who was my coach forever and a day, and we were called the Afro Sisters. I should have sent you that picture. There's a whole bunch of us.
Oh, man.
It was so many of us. We had little Afro Sisters and big Afro Sisters.
Right.
So it was like a each one teach one. And then Luigi met Deborah Mortley, and he took me to Brooklyn. And that's where I met Deborah and Coach Haskins.
Okay, so you're originally from Harlem.
I'm originally from Harlem.
Nice. Good to get some Harlem people up in here. That's good.
Oh yeah.
Right. So when you came up, did you play with the guys too?
Of course. I played with the guys. My buddy right now, she's logged in. Her name is Charlotte Ferguson.
Okay.
It was her, me, and our other girlfriend Lydia. We played with the guys.
Wow. Salute, Charlotte, salute. Who are some of the guys that was in your neighborhood that you remember playing against?
Oh gosh, we played against everybody because, it was such a big project. So we all played. Of course, I played. Charlotte had 3 brothers. We played against them. She had 2 older brothers, Jackie and Anthony, and then her younger brother, Michael. We taught Michael how to play.
Okay.
2 Michaels. Michael Ferguson, Michael Alston, my brother, Charles Rockwell Caldwell. He's known out in the basketball world. I had a younger brother who is now deceased, his name was Mark Caldwell. It's 5 of us.
Wow.
And we used to play. We taught our sisters. I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers. And we played anybody, five, full court. We never lost.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, who was like the best player in your neighborhood at the time? Who was the best player in Harlem in your area?
You mean male?
Male or female? Who was the person?
Well, a lot of people came out the projects. Earl Manigault played. I knew Earl Manigault. We used to watch him do his tricks in Morningside Park. But let's see, playing, because I'm gonna say I was slow out the gate, and Charlotte played. She had her moves, etc. She played. Lydia was the best defensive player until I met Deborah Mortley.
Wow.
But both of them had that move where they would get down low and they had their hands up like this, and it was on once they got on you. But I'm going to say it was a girl named, between 2, Renee Poole and Deborah Curry, because both of them had similar games, and they were called Pearl. So they were called after Earl the Pearl Monroe. They had games like that, young.
Okay. Cool. So how do you make your way to Julian Richmond?
I got to Julia Richmond because I was in the college-bound program, and I had made it to Bronx of Science, but my mother wouldn't let me go, and she said it was too far, so I wound up going to Julia Richmond, which was on 63rd Street and 2nd Avenue. And that's where I went to high school. We didn't have a girls' basketball team. Me and Stephanie Puerto Rico, we fought to get a girls' basketball team.
So you didn't play at Julia? I thought you played at Julia Richmond.
Yes, I did, because I fought to get a team.
Okay, tell me about this.
So we fought to get a team, and our first year, we didn't have uniforms. We played in pennies because they didn't put us in the league or anything. We just played against the, the other female ball players out there that had teams, and we were undefeated. In my junior year, we played. And the second year, they still didn't put us in the team, and we lost 1 game. But that's how I started. I started the team at Julia Richmond, because I'm like, how can the guys have a team and a JV, and we don't have one? So,
wow, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I fought for my team.
Not only you kick some butt on the basketball court, but you're an innovator and a leader. So salute to you. I know the girls at Julia Richmond are definitely happy that you started that.
Oh yeah, we had, and a lot of my younger Afro sisters went to Julia Richmond and they played on the team. I was also the captain for every team I played on.
Wow. So how was you as a player in Julia Richmond?
Say that again?
How was you as a player at Julia Richmond?
I was an MVP. I played forward and center because we weren't that tall. We had Louise McCrae. She was a little taller than me, but she wouldn't scrap too much. It was me and Stephanie that basically scrapped us, but Louise could shoot. She was left-handed. Again, I had an outside shot, and I had not developed, the shot like that so far. I used to shoot from here. Right.
The push shot. Mm-hmm. Right.
I shot that shot. And I could go left and right, but I had not come into the player that I wanted to be.
At that time?
At that time.
Okay, all right. So, like in high school, like who was your toughest competition? And I'm talking about even outside in summer leagues as well. Like, which girl was like one of your, toughest competitions, toughest people to guard, the tough person to play against?
Now, see, Renee Poole and I started together, Afro Sisters, and then of course we split. And Renee was the toughest player, you know, I played up against. She was tough.
Wow. Wow. Respect, respect.
That was my girl, though.
Okay, okay. So after you graduated, Julia Richmond, did you know you wanted to go to Hunter College, or there were other places that, you know, you was trying to figure it out before you landed there?
The boys' phys ed teacher, Mr. Collins, I think that's his name. Collins, you know, it was a long time ago, so I gotta remember. He tried to send me to Arizona. He wanted to send me to Arizona to play. But my mother's like, no. I had a scholarship to go to Yale. My mother's like, no. Then my mother got sick, so I wanted to stay close to home anyway. My father had already, you know, had been deceased. So it was 5 of us. My mother's raising 5. I'm the oldest. So I stayed close to home and I went to Hunter. Hunter was one of my choices anyway.
Wow. Salute to you. Ivy League and all that. All right, all right. And Arizona, because I know you could play it out there too. So salute. At that time, who were some of the people that was on your team?
At Hunter?
Yeah.
Okay. My first year, it was just me and some of the, you know, females that were already on the team. They had a losing record. All right. They had a losing
you're not
record.
used to. You're not really used to that, right?
No.
Right,
I
right.
wasn't used to losing. At that time, I was not used to losing.
Right.
And the coach name was Eileen Mentone. Eileen changed my shot. You know, she gave me pointers on what to do. She noticed that I had, you know, the will to win. So then I played. I tried to get Steph to come. She couldn't come. Deborah came the next year. Deborah Mortley came the next year, and then we had Jan Walker, Cynthia Davis, Sharon Shepard, and that was the core team. You know, those who started the first year were on the bench.
So you recruited this new team?
No, they came on their own.
Okay, I'm about to say, well, you know, this is like part 2, right?
No, they came on their own. They came in and we just kind of gelled together.
Cool, cool.
And who was the guard? We had Margie Cincion was our guard. We had Peggy Brenda, she was a guard, and oh God, we had a Pat. I can't remember Pat's last name. I called her Patty Duke because she was so short. And then we had a tough little nugget named Pat Schiller. She came. And I mean, we weren't tall. We had a couple of tall females. Joan, I don't remember Joan's last name, but she was about, I'm gonna say 5'11". Cynthia Davis was 5'11". So we had a little bit of height. And, you know, our guards were our guards.
Okay. So how did you guys do? Did you guys do well in the league? Did you guys make it to any tournament? What did you guys do?
Yes, we did make it to the tournament. We went to the, of course, we went to the CUNY tournament, went to the finals. We went to, we were invitational. We went to Schenectady and Rochester. It was 2 different tournaments. And when we went to Schenectady, the athletic director at that time name was Skolnick.
Skolnick.
That was his last name. His name was Skolnick. I used to fuss with him all the time because you know, we were treated like second-class citizens. Right,
right.
And and Eileen Mentone quit because of that too, because, you know, he didn't give us fair treatment along with the guys. But we went to the tournament. No, matter of fact, when we went to that tournament, Raymond Haskins was the coach. When we went upstate, because Raymond Haskins came in, because when I hit 19, I went to Brooklyn and met Ray. Eileen Mentone quit. Ray came and applied, and they gave him the job.
First of all, let's talk about Coach Haskins. How was to play for the legendary Coach Haskins? Tell me, how was that experience?
It was grueling. It was a learning experience. If you had the desire to win, if you weren't a quitter, then you understood his philosophy. He ran us until we were almost running on our knees. Okay? We had suicides. We started off running suicides, 30-second suicides.
Right.
And he cut it down to 22 seconds.
Woo.
And we were running suicides. And I mean, Deb told you she was a track star.
Yeah.
So Deb always came in first. Deb came in first. Deb, me, Audrey, and then the rest of us, and it was Jamela. Everybody came in, behind them. We had Kim. I don't know if Kim is on, but Kim was a little heavy and she was trying to lose weight. So those suicides were killing her. And if we didn't make it to beat that timer, we had to run again. We had to run another set. We got down to 5 seconds and Kim was running. I ran out and grabbed me, and Deb ran out and grabbed Kim and dragged her across the line.
Wow.
But that's how I perfected my game, because Raymond taught you skills, he taught you technique, he taught you the rules of the game. But I always had in my mind that when I watched the other team, I always watched for their weaknesses, because to me, basketball is a psychological game and a thinking game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to outthink my opponent, and I'm going to use whatever psychological advantage I could use. And that said, I used to go to the games dressed like a girl. I'll come with makeup, my hair done. We get on the layup line, my teammates are slapping the backboard and doing tricks, and I'm just there laying the ball up, basic stuff, but I'm running hard, but I'm just laying the ball, I'm not showing nothing. So of course, when we start, they figure I'm not a threat. They put their weakest defensive player on me, and we played NBA rules.
Wow.
So.
And uniquely creative, this Coach Deb said, you have to remember there were no separation of divisions.
Yeah, that means that if you were in high school, you could play with the college, because we didn't have enough players to do that. So if you wanted to play, you played in the league.
You had to play.
Yes.
Wow. So what year did y'all guys win to the CUNY tournament?
That was my sophomore year. We went with Mentone, and I think we came in 4th place.
Oh, okay.
So when I went in my junior year, we went, and like I said, Skolnick put us on a bus that had no heat. So we got up, we couldn't sleep because we were freezing on the bus.
Right.
We get to the gym, and as we get to the gym, we're playing. So we're tired, we're freezing, and now we got to play. So we lost the first game because we had nothing to give.
Right.
So it's put us in the losers bracket, which really pissed us off. So everybody that came after that got it. So the next game we played, and this is the first time I heard the song by Queen. We will rock you.
We will rock you.
Yes.
Yo.
So the other team was playing it, and this girl was doing a dance and a song, and she's doing her stuff, and then we got to We Will Rock You. She stomped her feet, did one of these, and pointed to us. And I said, ooh,
Wow.
really? Yes, she did.
And what did you do?
Oh, I tried my best to run through all of them like they were a hot knife with butter. I think at halftime we were up by 20 points.
Wow.
Deb looked at me, I looked at Deb, and I said, we just laughed because we already knew they thinking of who they saw yesterday. They had no idea that we had been rested up and we were ready to play.
She also said, how about the Magic Johnson team that y'all played against? Tell me about that.
We went to Detroit. And we went, they had the men's team, the high school boys team, and us. So we took 3 teams, and of course the females played first. So we're in the gym, big gym, huge. And we walk in, and they start laughing. So I'm like, are they laughing at us?
Yeah.
So as we know, we go into the locker room, one girl comes up to us and say, ha, y'all too small to play basketball.
Wow.
And I said, oh, okay. So how big is their team? Now, our center couldn't make it. Sandra couldn't make it. And Sandra could stand still and jump 3 feet off the floor.
Wow.
Just jump straight up. Nora couldn't make it, so I'm playing center. So we're warming up, we're doing our routine, and then here comes their team. The shortest person on their team was 5'10". I'm 5'8". And their center was 6'4", and she had on a red afro wig. They weren't playing, so we get in the huddle, coach is talking to us, everybody's looking at them, and I'm like, let me tell you something right now. I didn't come all this way to lose. So I don't care how tall they are, I don't care how big they are. The bigger they are, the faster we're gonna run. Okay. So off the tap, you know, we knew we were gonna lose the tap because she's 6'4", I'm 5'8". So defensive tap, get the tap, okay, they get it, get the ball out. I get a fast break. Boom, boom. Homegirl's there, and I, poof, rocked it back, laid it up, and the crowd goes, woo! And I said, ooh, they never saw this before? The whole team, everybody went into globetrotter mode, but we ran them out the gym.
Wow.
We ran them out of their gym. So at the half, they weren't telling us we were too small to play basketball.
Wow. Did they give you your props after the game?
Oh, they were cheering for us.
Oh, wow.
They were cheering for us through the game because we were playing the game. And we're accustomed to playing man-to-man, NBA rules, and they weren't accustomed to playing like that.
Wow.
So full court press.
Y'all was already prepared already.
Well, our coach name was Raymond Haskins. I told you he was brutal. He was brutal.
Wow. Coach said, what about St. Cecilia? St.
Cecilia. Deb, St. Cecilia, I need a hint because
I think that's the CYO League, the church. The
whoa, St. Cecilia. Yes, CYO. Coach had the idea that we should go play in that tournament because they had a team that won it every year. I don't know, 20 years straight. I don't know what it was. So here we come. We're going to play. Of course, we're running through the teams. We get to the championship. So we're playing the champions of yesterday and the day before and after that. And I'm sitting upstairs watching the game before us. This little fella comes and sits next to me, never looks in my face, and he says, I got a lot of money on y'all. that y'all are going to win by 20 points.
Wow.
So I looked at him. He never said anything else, got up and left. Now, they said it to me, and they said it to Coach. They didn't say it to the rest of the team. So I didn't say nothing to my team because I didn't want them to get frazzled.
Right.
I played that game like I had lost my mind. I was diving for, I was diving for balls that were 5 feet from me. I was blocking shots. No, don't worry about it, Coach. I'm not going to run out of gas. I was running like a mad woman. We won by 22 points. We beat the point spread. But in my mind, I'm going, okay, he's happy, but somebody else is angry.
Right.
Coach comes to me and says, everybody, don't worry about getting dressed. Just get your stuff, put it on. We didn't even wait for the ceremony. We left the trophies. The cars were waiting for us. Everybody went out. We got in the cars. Boom, 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 boom. The Sterling twins were our bodyguards.
Wow.
The Sterling twins were standing at the door as we went past to let everybody know, hey, y'all don't want to do that. Got in the cars, left. We never went back.
Wow. I was thinking thought the guy that came and broke y'all off a little something.
That's okay. He could have kept that too.
Yeah, it probably was a setup anyway.
Hey, Zeb.
We got who's this? McBird said, "What about you scoring 1,000 points at Hunter? What is it? I know it had to be a little bit more than 1,000. You scored exactly 1,000."
I scored 1,600 and something. I don't remember the exact number.
Damn, that's not 1,000 points. That's 1,500 plus. Wow. How much did you average?
I don't know. I never averaged it, but I was in double digits every night, every time we played.
You don't remember like the highest points you scored, like your highest average for like 1 year?
No, I didn't care. I just wanted, didn't bother me. As long as I won, I was happy.
Wow. So what around what years were you like in college?
74 to 78.
Damn. So who was like some of the top players, girl and guys during that time?
Now see, we go to college. I played Hunter, but we also played outside. We played Pro Rucker. That's where the competition really was.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get there. I'm definitely gonna get there. We're definitely gonna get there.
But the schools that gave us the run was Fordham. As you know, Fordham always had a good team. Stony Brook. There was a girl on Stony Brook. I think her name was Maureen. And Maureen wore thick glasses, and she would just shoot from outside. She would never come in, but she would shoot from outside and shoot the bottom of the basket. So one day she's shooting, and I swiped at her, and her glasses came off. But I didn't mean to knock her glasses off.
Right.
But we were good, we were competitors, but we had good respect for each other.
Okay.
So the glasses are there, and we're still playing, and she's standing there like this, like she can't see, she can't find her glasses. Now, if she had been anybody else, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would have stepped on her glasses.
Right.
But because it was her, I kicked her glasses to her. I said, they're right there. She still couldn't see them. I just stopped playing, picked the glasses up, and put them on her face.
Wow.
I'm like, okay, can you see me now? But she was a tough competitor. Fordham. Who else, Deb? Who else used to give us a run for our money? CUNY, City College.
Right.
City College, definitely.
All right. So Coach Haskins says, what about Carol Blaze, Nancy Lieberman, Janet Thomas, and Debbie Manson?
Mason. Oh yeah.
Mason.
Well, see, they Blaze wasn't in New York. Nancy Lieberman, they all played. I think they came from Jersey, both of them. but we played them in the Rucker.
Nancy Lieberman is not from New York?
No, Nancy Lieberman lived in Montclair, New Jersey.
Wow. So they came over there and y'all played against them?
Yes. Now, Debbie Mason played for Queens College when Queens College was running the roost, was running everybody. So, but I played against Deborah Mason when I was 12 years old. I started playing, and you know, they just ran circles around us. Matter of fact, Charlotte played in that game also. We played at 145th Street and Lenox Avenue.
Right.
And that's when we played Debbie Mason. Debbie Mason also could handle her stuff. Janet Thomas. I got a picture of Janice. My guy,
Pat Alford, you know, who's down BasketballHeadzz, he said Nancy is from Brooklyn. Cause I just put up a post, I think a couple of days ago, stating the they supposedly this magazine stated that she was one of the top 5 Division I women basketball players to come out of New York City.
Then I'm getting her confused with Blaze. Blaze is from Jersey.
All right, salute, Pat. Yeah, so you got to play against Nancy Lieberman. Tell me about.
You froze. I couldn't hear you.
I said, tell me about the game you played against Nancy Lieberman and the rest of those girls. Definitely legendary names in New York City basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was asking you about the game you played against Nancy Lieberman.
Nancy Lieberman was tough. We played years after years with Nancy. Nancy was tough, no doubt about it. But you had to run, like playing her and Blaze, you would run through picks galore. They were picking you left and right to get them free. And they could shoot.
Wow.
Now Nancy was better. Nancy was better than Blaze Josky.
Wow.
Because Nancy could create her own shot.
Okay.
Blaze didn't depend on the picks. She hardly would go inside and create her own shot, but Nancy would.
Okay. Coach Deb said. Hello? Are you there?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it froze again.
Okay, we back. All right. Yeah, we was talking about Coach Deb said that Nancy Lieberman and them was too young, was younger than y'all.
Yes. She came later. Yeah, Coach.
Okay.
Yeah, Carol was the leading scorer because she would have the competition over there that we had here, but they set picks.
Yeah, we here. We back.
Okay. You're back again?
Right. Yeah. I don't know, something going on right now, but we're going to keep it moving.
Yeah, it's good going.
Right. So tell me about your time playing up in the Rucker.
Woo! Rucker, we played 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning, Saturdays and Sundays, in the heat. Like I said, we played NBA rules. And okay, and back again.
I'll come back in.
Okay.
All right.
I'm back.
Yeah, good. We just want to reconnect. So we talking about the Rucker days.
Whew, Rucker was rough. People would come from Connecticut, Jersey. Some came from upstate, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens. They came from all over to play in the Rucker. And Lamar had one of the best teams in the Rucker.
Really?
Because he had he had Althea Gwynn, who was like 6'4".
Wow.
She
Definitely
played for
heard that
Queens,
name.
that championship game, that championship team from Queens. He had Janice Thomas. He had Renee Poole. Who else played for him that was older than, our age? Who else? No, because we had Sandy Ortiz played.
Okay.
Bunny Dye. So, he had a crew. And we played, this is a story.
Who was in your team? Let's talk about some of the people that was in your team.
We had, of course, Deb. We had Stephanie Puerto Rico. Stephanie and I played high school together.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. When I came to Brooklyn, Deb was there, right? And they had their team, their little team, etc. I brought my team with me.
I hear that. Go on what you know, right?
I brought Audrey, who was my guard forever. Me and Audrey played together so long. If we're on the court, I would do like this. And Audrey would go. We didn't have to talk. She knew exactly what I meant. So it was Audrey, her name Audrey Atkins, Sandra Wright, Stephanie Puerto Rico, Gloria Tut Pankey. I brought all of them with me.
Wow.
I brought Deborah Parsons, but Deb moved. Lynn Gladstone.
Uh-huh.
She played for a little while, but she went into the, I said Audrey.
Yes.
I said Audrey first. And we played. That's my cousin. That's my cousin coming in.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you a story talking about at Brooklyn, USA. We played against Lamar. So we played the game, and Deb couldn't hit her free throws that game. Kim played at Rucker also. Played at Hunter College. She came to play with Ray. Kim could shoot free throws, but she hurt her hand. So what does Coach Cole calls a timeout, and he says, okay, boom, 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 boom. He said, Bird, you shoot Kim's free throws. I'm like, what? He goes, we'll do what I told you to do. He said, the referee's not paying attention. So we walk back on the court. Kim looks over her shoulder, walks past, I walk right there, and the ref gives me the ball.
Wow.
So I shoot her free throws. Deb gets fouled. Deb looks at me. I go, walk over there. Ref gives me the ball. I shoot Deb's free throws.
Wow. Good job, Coach. Great job.
So at the end of the game, now this I know for certain because Lamar looks in the books. Me and Deb are so tired, we can't go downstairs. We're leaning on each other. Everybody's out the gym. We're just leaning there. And Lamar looks at the books and says, 36 points? 36 points? Who's number 22? Who's number 22? So Deb and I are sitting there. Deb looks at me. We look at him, and Deb goes like this. Because I never talk trash. There was no need in me being fancy. I just hardly missed.
Wow.
And Coach said I would shoot here, I would shoot there, and they wouldn't pay attention to that. Plus, I was girly. So he goes, you scored 36 points, you? So then he goes through the rest of the books, and he's looking, and he keeps looking at me because I'm always in double digits. I'm 20-something points. So the next game we play, and we're lining up, and everybody's pairing off, and homegirl walks up. We're playing Lamar's team.
Uh-huh.
And she walks up to me and she says, I got her. She took her finger and snapped my head back. I went like this. And
you can't do that. Come on now.
I caught Audrey out the corner of my eye. Audrey's like, but then my coach, Eileen Mentone, because I was a little hot-headed when I first started playing, she said, you don't fight, you win the game. So I'm like, okay. And Coach Haskins always had a play off the tap. I changed the play. Okay, we going to defensive tap because I want the ball. So we get the tap, we walk over, and I tell Audrey 4. 4, Bird, 4. So that means clear it out. I told everybody go stand in the corner at the half court. I took homegirl down low. Boom. And 1. 3 points. Took her back down again. And 1. 6 points. I took her back down there again. And 1. 9 points. I was so mad. I didn't know. I was so mad.
Wow.
Audrey, when I got the ball, all I did was turn around on the rebound and throw it down the court. I had 2 horses. I had Deborah and I had Audrey.
Wow.
Nobody could outrun them. Just throw down. They must have had 30 points apiece because they were running the whole game and laying it up. So, and Audrey's a clown. Audrey's playing, and every time she laid the ball up, she'd go, "Who got me? You got me? Who got me?" Then,
wow.
I know, and I still can't tell you today who the girl was.
Because I was going to say, who was that the person who asked you kind of bust to let the world know, like, don't play with you?
Yeah, well, she put her fingers in my face, so I had to let them know I don't play games. Y'all slept on me, so now I'm going to show you what my real game is. Here you go. And after that, they didn't sleep no more. It was funny.
So what happens now, you know, people start knowing that you're good, right? And they start to design different plays to try to stop you. Did that affect your game?
Oh, no, because then I had Nora. Oh, I forgot Nora Dupree. We had Nora down low, who my late husband used to call Adrian Dantley.
Wow.
Nobody could stop her. She'd get there and throw you that slow motion head ball fake. It was over. There, I had Jamela on the other wing, who could shoot the 3-pointer no problem. Audrey, you sleep on her, it's a done deal. So you can push up on me. I got 4 other people over there that can destroy you.
Listen,
so I had no problems.
For all you people who don't know who Adrian Dantley is, he was like 6'4", but he averaged like 35, 36 for the Utah Jazz back in the 80s. He was like a walking bucket. And the guys who he was playing against were like 6'9", 6'10", and he was like 6'4", really doing it big.
Yeah, well, Nora was maybe 5'7".
Wow.
She was thick and she was strong as a bull, and she would handle a 6-footer with no problem. They couldn't handle her.
So that means she was nice.
Oh yeah, she could shoot that rock.
Touch.
Yes, yes, she did. So if they came out pushed on me, I just passed it into Nora.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I was speaking to Coach Deb, and we was talking about some of the struggles that you guys went playing high school basketball. Even a lot of the girls from back in those times played a far back seat to the guys. And now in New York City, the girls are going to better schools than the guys right off the bat, and way more than the guys.
Well, female athletes, if you know by statistics, they are better students.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, they get their pick because the coaches know they're going to come. Most of the time, they're going to get a degree. They're going to stay, academically qualified. So they do get a good shot. But I mean, the groundwork was laid. I tell you, I fought for a team, got to Hunter. We had to fight for uniforms and things like that. Like I told you, they treat us like second-class citizens, but we had a better record than the men's team.
Look at that. And this is why, you know, we wanted to celebrate you tonight, because without women like yourself, you know, Coach Deb and all the other women that you named, you know, women's basketball wouldn't be where it's at right now. So definitely salute to you guys.
And we appreciate you.
Women, for sure. Definitely. Definitely.
We appreciate you.
Yes, yes. So tell me about that 3-on-3 tournament with you and Mario Ellie on the cover of that Michelob Light poster.
On that poster. It's a poster. Deb, how many years we won it in a row? 6? We were the New York champions 6 years in a row.
Wow.
And
what was your team? Who was in your team? I know Coach Deb had to be in your team, right?
Yeah, Deb was on our team. We had Susan Christian, Eileen Jameson, Audrey Atkins, of course. You know, I go no place without my guard.
Right, right.
Kim Walden, and Jamela Ellis. And, you know, 3-on-3, and that team right there was East Orange. And they came, then I think the last 3 years, they started where we started playing against New Jersey. But the first 4 years, you know, we won New York, and that was it. So then they expanded it. The first year we played it, it was in Central Park, and Willis Reed ran it. And I think the first 2 years we played in Central Park. But yeah, it's, when we played East Orange, you see they had 6-footers, and it was, we weren't that tall, so we had to figure out a way how to get around it. So I called the timeout. It was me, Audrey. Deb didn't play that year. It was me, Audrey, Susan, Eileen, and Kim. I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. I said, we're going to pass the ball in. I said, you're going to pass it back to me. I said, Audrey, you run to the hoop. I'm going to throw the ball. I said, because that's 3 touches. People have to, you know, everybody has to touch before you go to the hoop. They could not catch on because they couldn't understand that the third pass, the third touch was Audrey touching the ball and laying it up.
Wow.
Audrey had, I think, 42 points because we had to play 3 games. We had to play win 2 out of 3.
Right.
And we ran that play for 2 games, and they never they couldn't go on. Then I switched it around, and I said, okay, I'm going to run to the hoop, and Audrey would throw me the ball. The third game, they caught on. I heard Mario on the side go, we're going to use that play, Bird. We're going to use that play.
Because I was going to ask, why were you and him on a poster?
Because his team, it was him and his cousins and his brother. They represent New York also. And they won it every year also.
Wow.
So every year, we went to the championship with their team.
Wow.
And that's before, of course, he went overseas and played.
Right,
and then,
right.
of course, he came back and went to the NBA.
Oh, okay, okay. And what year was this around?
Oh, you want me to start lying now? Let's see. That last year, that was, my son was born 86, so 85. So I think the first year was 79.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, New York was popping back then, man. There's a lot going on.
Yes, and 86, I missed that one because I was pregnant. They were asking for me. They said Mario was asking for me, yo, where Bird? And my teammates told him she couldn't make it. They didn't tell him I was pregnant. They just said that she couldn't make it this year.
Yeah, 86 was a special year. We won the city championship that year, so definitely salute to your son. That was a special year for sure. Yeah. So, let me see. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you, who was the best high school player you played against and the best college player you played against? And then, who was the best player you played at Rucker?
High school. I don't remember. I'll be telling you a lie.
Okay, all right, it's all good.
College, I'm going to say, if we played together and they were in our league, it would have to be the girl from Stony Brook, Maureen.
Okay.
That that were in our league. And the Rucker, I'm going to say Janice Thomas. I'm going to say Janice Thomas.
Where was she from?
Manhattan. Janice was from Manhattan. She could play the game. No doubt about it. She ran and things happened, and her basketball career was cut a little short. Now Red was good, but Janice had a left hand. Red didn't really have a left hand. She would dribble two and come right back to her right. Because I remember when we played. Remember, Deb, when we played and Coach said, you play, with Red with some jersey. You play Poole. And I looked at him and I was like, because I usually guard Renee Poole. And I looked at him like, Poole's going to eat her up. But I understood his logic after Deb fouled Renee the first time. Deb took Renee completely out of the game because she was ready to fight.
Wow.
And I started laughing because he knew she was hot-headed.
Right. And
that Deb was going to, guard her. But now Deb's talking about Jersey, East Orange. And that was, what's Red's name? What's her first name? Begins with a G. But they went to, what college they went to? That was it Tennessee, where they all went to and had all those championships. But Red was a guard. We're going to go there. She played guard. She was 5'10". And Red could play. She'll give you that move and she'll come up and hit that nice little jumper. And I'm guarding her. We're at the ruck. I'm guarding her. But like I tell you, I analyze everybody's stuff, and I'm looking at your weaknesses.
Yeah. I'm one of those players too. Listen, okay. I agree with you. When you're a good player and you see somebody can't use their left hand or they go one way all the time, you like, they good, but that one thing.
Taking nothing from her, she could play. All right. And Coach always said, defense makes offense. Right. Yeah. So I'm watching it. You can do all this you want. But like Coach said, that waist is not going anywhere. That's where the ball's going to go. So, okay, I'm watching the ball. She do her two-step. She swings right back to her right. I'm waiting for her. So she can't get off that shot because I'm cutting off that next step.
Right.
So that's the only reason I say that Janice Thomas was better than Red, because Janice can go left and right. And she was, I think, 5'4"? Janice wasn't that tall. But who was the one that played with East Orange? She was fast. She was the only person that was fast as Deborah. And she came from East Orange. She died a couple of years ago.
Wow.
She was a guard.
Wow.
And when I say she had jets. She was fast as out of anything. And she made Red game better because she could run. And took that pressure off Red as far as, left to right. But Janice Thomas definitely, Debbie Mason, but Debbie was older than us. Althea Gwynn, Lord have mercy. Althea was a beast.
Yeah.
So, who else had, now we're going to go Faye Miles. Faye Miles could play. She played with Lamar also. Hazel, well, her little lazy left-hand self, but Hazel could play. And then Hazel and Lordine were both younger players, and they were also Afro sisters. They came up after us. They could play the game. Matter of fact, they're still playing a little bit too.
Wow. All right, top five women basketball players from New York City ever. From your perspective, and you can put yourself in there too. So,
woo! Well, I'm definitely up there with them, but I'm gonna say Gigi. And a lot of people don't remember Gigi because she's older than us, but she was the first female to dunk in the Rucker. People don't know this.
Wow.
She dunked in one of the games. She was this big. And she had Hawkins. She was only like 5'10", but she could jump through the roof. So Gigi, Althea Gwen, definitely. Debbie Mason. He said, put myself in there. I am, because I could hang with them. I'm going to tell you about Althea, what happened with me and Althea. And we're going to stay red. Red is good. Audrey Atkins. Well, I can give you 10, but okay. And then, of course, Nancy Lieberman. But Nancy's, younger than us. But I'm definitely going to put Nancy in there.
Got you.
Now, I'm going to tell you about Althea. We played a game against Althea. And I get a breakaway layup. Coach is the coach. I think I got a breakaway layup. I go, and Althea is standing under the basket. Oh, so Althea goes, she goes like this and tell me to come on in. I step behind the three-point line. We don't have a three-point yet, but I stepped behind the three-point line. I shot the ball, turned around. I didn't watch it. And ran down the court. He went in. Poof. The crowd goes crazy. Ah! So we bumped down, but down. I get the ball again. I think I got him. I look up. Althea's under the basket again. So I'm dribbling. I'm not cutting off my dribble because I know better. So everybody stops because it's me and her. So nobody comes up. Everybody's watching the show. She doesn't tell me come in now. She comes out to me. And my brain goes, oh, you want to come out? Okay. Oh. I gave her head and shoulder fake, ran around her, laid it up. She's 6'4". She's not as fast as I am.
Right.
So we're playing, and Althea played rough. First of all, Althea had sideburns and a mustache. She did. So she was strong.
No disrespect to the great out there. No disrespect, but go ahead.
She did. So the next time we playing, I get an offensive rebound off Althea. I go back up. Althea hits me so hard, she knocks me out the air, and I flip over backwards.
Wow.
So I get up, I'm like, but I'm mad because now you done hit me too hard. The referee asked me, Bird, are you okay? I'm all right. So I shoot the first one, I hit it, I step off the line because now I'm thinking, how am I get her back? So I call 4. 4 is everybody pick up, man to man, full court press. Now everybody knows Bird is angry, so don't mess up because she gonna have a fit. I go to Nora and I tell Nora, because she's guarding Althea, let her go to the hoop. Nora goes, eh? I said, let her go to the hoop. Okay. Althea goes to the left side. She thinks she got a layup. I come from the other side. What's that? Michael Jordan Jumpman, he's like this?
Yes.
That's what I look like coming at her.
Wow.
I hit her with a closed fist. I swear I did. I punched her right in the face.
What?
We didn't have flagrant fouls then.
Right.
Okay, it's just a foul.
That's right. Well, my man Pat called the Joanna man. No disrespect.
Yeah, well, that's what she was. So Althea goes down on one knee. She gets up. She's shaking her head because I rang her bell. She's looking for me now. But I'm all the way at the other end of the court. She must have been crazy. She thought I was going to stand there wait for her to get up. So she's looking for me. She takes the step like she was going to run at me, and she stops. So then she just points at me, shakes her head, and I point back on, and I shake my head too. Like, as long as you know, you hit me, I'm hitting you back.
Right.
So now we're playing. She hits Nora. Boom. I said, okay, you know what? I'm tired of her. Coach is there. He's no longer coaching. I'm coaching now because I'm mad. I called everybody off the line. Nora's shooting. I said, okay, Red Sea. Red Sea is we open up the middle and we let her come down, and all of us hit her. All of us hit her.
Explain that.
We
Playing
open up the
defense?
middle. Huh?
Playing defense?
She had the ball. She had the ball. We let her get the ball at the top of the key. Everybody backed off of her, so she thought she had a clear lane to the hoop. That's the Red Sea. She took that one step going in there. We all converged on her, and we all hit her. But I said, okay, before we did that, how many fouls everybody got? Kim only had one. I said, Kim is your foul. So, because even the ref said, ooh, but now he's looking, who is he going to get the foul to? Kim just walked into him and said, he said, okay, 1, 2, foul. Althea never played like that again against us.
Wow.
Everybody else she would beat on, but she never did that to Brooklyn, USA, because we rang her bell. We let her know, we're not going for that. If you're going to play like that, we're going to play like that too. So.
And you guys were definitely a reflection of Coach Haskins, and he's definitely tough-nosed, and I know you guys aren't taking anything, especially letting someone bully you. So that's
absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not. Now I'm gonna tell you one more story. I know I'm running out of time, but I'm gonna make you laugh again. We playing in Brevoy.
Coliseum. Salute. Yes.
So, we had a guard named Lorette. I wish Lorette was on here so she could laugh. So, we're playing Lamar again. Althea's playing. It was a girl named Duchess, and Duchess. If you were standing next to Duchess and they say one of you were a girl, they point to you.
You want a man?
She was like this. So, and I knew she was a girl because I played against her before puberty hit. Puberty hit and she just changed completely. So we're playing against them. That's the team. And I get the ball and I look up and Lorette's down the court. And I'm like, wow. After I passed it twice, I'm going, Lorette's really getting down the court. So the third time, I passed the ball, and I'm going, ain't no way Lorette running down the court that fast. So I look over my shoulder, and I see Lorette step off the court. So I see her step off the court, and I turn around, and I'm going, it's 5. So Ray was pushing her on the court for offense to get the ball, so she was laying the ball up.
Coach, what the hell?
The refs didn't catch it.
Wow.
And the only reason they caught it was because Deb was going, Bird, why are you laughing? And I said, I'll tell you later. She's like, why are you laughing? So Deb turns around and Lamar sees it as Lorette is stepping off the court, and Lamar goes, 6 on the court, 6 on the court.
Wow.
But she had already scored 8 points.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So that was Coach. Coach used to tell us to do some stuff.
Listen, very, very creative, very creative. Wow. And it was during the time we could get away with a lot of things. You know, they call a lot of tic-tac fouls now. Things that should be called, you know, the crazy stuff. We're not talking about that, but we talking about, you know, just taking the fun out of the game, man. It seemed like you guys had a lot of fun.
We did. We did have a lot of fun. We were very competitive. And the girls still play, you know, a lot of basics. The girls still do. So it was a lot of basic basketball, then male and female. But now I see this and I just go, what game is this?
Well,
Like,
you don't agree with today's basketball game in New York City? What's going on?
oh, I'm talking about the NBA.
Oh, please. Oh, I only watched the fourth quarter of the NBA game.
It's like,
No, honestly, that's another conversation. But yeah, I only watch the fourth quarter of the NBA games when I think these guys think it's on the line and they really want to play. But
That's a good idea.
for skills and looking for fundamentals, nah.
Ain't
I'm
happening.
still trying to find that in the high school game, and I think with New York basketball suffering right now, especially the male aspect of it and what's happening. So hopefully they can listen to your stories and get some inspiration. Hopefully they can change, what they're doing.
Women's basketball.
Yeah, and I don't know if you, Deb gave you Sean Mark. Sean, his name, they call him Smoke.
Yes,
You have
definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
he was one. I coached for a little while. He was one of my players.
Okay.
And he tells his team, it's the same thing I used to tell them at the end of practice.
Wow.
But definitely, like I learned from my coach, you learn the basics. You learn the rules of the game. And I think that's how you become a better player.
Yeah, and Smoke is definitely running the city right now. Salute to Smoke and what he's doing with South Shore. Both programs, girls and boys programs at South Shore. Salute to you guys and what you're doing. And it definitely, come from you guys, you, Coach Deb, who schooled, the next generation. So thank you.
Oh yeah, they're definitely the next generation.
Yeah.
I go to the games when I can.
Yes, definitely. We definitely gonna support. So I guess we're gonna ask, you to nominate someone to be on the show. You don't have to say it now, but you can think about it and hit me up, text me, DM me, and let me know who you think should be on the show.
I most certainly will. There's a lot of them.
It's been a pleasure. I want to show you something real quick, right?
Okay.
Oh, I definitely want to show you something real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. You listening to the world.
Oh my goodness! Look at that. Ah! Wow, he's amazing.
Fraternity cut those
Wow.
colors in there.
Yeah. Oh,
Sorority colors in there.
how you know what sorority she's in?
It's in the picture.
Ah,
The Kirkland gold.
look at that. No, that's great. That's Ray Haskins fraternity.
Well, the picture she sent me.
Yeah,
She's standing there.
but we definitely.
We get a chance to get a copy, Glenn?
Huh?
Will we get a chance to get copies?
Everyone will get copies of their pictures. We just
Okay.
so backed up right now, and my guy was out of town. My partner, yeah, that's Omega Psi Phi. Yeah,
that's the colors.
I know, but that's Ray Haskins. That's a fraternity. That's a sorority.
function.
Oh,
It's all good. It still looks nice. He just
you got to put purple on his.
Right. The purple and gold. Right. That's what we for Ray Haskins because Coach is.
Who was her? What is?
No, she's just a baller.
Oh, you're just a baller.
She's just taking a picture of her. There you go.
Oh yeah, 'cause I was at the affair when he was honored.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all
But
good.
purple is my color. You can throw some in there.
There you go, right? Well, listen, Brenda, I appreciate you, coming on the show. Enjoyed your story. Very, very interesting. And look, you're one of the people who laid the foundation for New York City basketball, and we definitely want to salute you and say thank you.
And I thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity for me to run my mouth.
It's all good. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Have a good evening and stay safe out there.
Definitely. Tomorrow we got Grady's great, and St. John's great. Mo Fresh, you know, Mo Fresh Brown. That's my guy for Coney Island. That's what we do. All right? See y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you.